So you're back on the Healthy Habits team. What are you bringing the message to this year?
Well, I'm still preaching to kids. I'm excited to be the Lysol's Healthy Habits coach again. And it's important for kids to practice healthy habits and trying to set them up for success in the classroom, on the field, and beyond. And when kids practice healthy habits, like washing their hands, you have fewer germs that are spread and less sick days are taken. And when they're in the classroom, they're still continuing to learn, and that can result in better grades. And with sports team practice, if they're healthy, they're part of their practice, and this can develop into a stronger team and maybe more wins. And I did this season, I went searching for America's healthiest team, a group of high school student athletes across the country. They have incorporated healthy habits into their routine in such of athletic academic and athletic performance. And we're doing this workshop here in New York, which I'm excited about because I get a chance to really put these athletes, to the test and by playing in their own individual sports. So it's exciting, but I'm also trying to let kids know that you have to practice healthy habits.
Are you also emphasizing that having clean hands also help you catch the football better?
Yeah, like disinfecting wipes and all that stuff. You know what? I think it helps you to be on the field and be accountable and be productive for your team. And, another thing, too, is like when you wash your hands, for 20 seconds, stay away from the sugary drinks, eat your veggies, eat healthy, get up off the couch and be active, get off the computer, get away from social media, all those things. So this is something that I'm preaching to kids.
So I'm looking at one of your former teams, not the one you think, but the Raiders. There's some excitement there with
yes.
Their quarterback situation and their receivers. So you had some high praise for Amari Cooper. What do you think of that combination? It seems like they haven't had a duo with Cooper and Crabtree since you guys were out there.
I think it's going to be exciting to see because with, Derek Carr, he's the leader of that team. You got Cooper, Cooper to me, a good route runner, very fast. Jack Del Rio coming on as the head coach. So there's a lot of changes in Raiderland, but I think it was for the best. And that team is you can tell they have some hunger about themselves right now. Their identity is starting to really come into play. So I'm expecting great things from the Raiders this year. With San Francisco, a lot of players left. They lost one of their best players with Patrick Willis. New head coach Tomasula, Jim Harbaugh. He left. So there are still a lot of questions with the San Francisco 49ers, but, I think the Niners can sneak up on a lot of teams this year. It's going to be tough in the NFC, man, because the Rams got better, Cardinals, Seattle, and so the Niners are really going to have to work hard to win games and maybe get to the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl, which is going to be in San Francisco. It would be ideal.
Yeah, looking at one guy who made the transition across the bay, Michael Crabtree, kind of had a tough ending there with his production. But do you think he's kind of better suited here now, having the pressure off, having a guy like Amari Cooper to be maybe a code number one there?
Well, I think the coaches are very impressed with Crabtree right now. He been one of the standouts, doing training camp and all that. And they say he looks explosive. He's catching the football. He's doing everything. So I think with Michael Crabtree, he's probably going to play with a little bit of a chip on his shoulders because he had to really be offended by the San Francisco 49ers letting him go. So there's that little extra incentive for him to go out and prove those guys wrong.
No, you played in Oakland there. Would it hurt you to see this team move to LA, like having played in the Bay and for those fans as well, is that something that you would just not want to see happen?
Well, it's something that I don't want to see happen because, you got great fans in Oakland. And, they come out and they support the team no matter what. So, but it's going to be the owner's decision, what happens in that situation. But I would prefer for the Oakland Raiders to stay in Oakland.
And one last question for you. Latavius Murray, another exciting young guy there. I mean, you're expecting big things from him in Oakland as well, to kind of be triplets there.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a exciting team this year, and I'm very curious to see the first game and how this team, how they go out and and how they approach everything, being on the line, because preseason is a little bit different. You don't get a chance to see that much play, but when it's time for regular season, then you're going to have your best players on the field. And I want to see how this team is going to develop and really their identity.
All right, thanks a lot, Jerry. I appreciate it, and we'll keep preaching healthy habits to everyone.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.